So there's this movie, Crazy Rich Asians, that's about to come out, and I am super stoked for it. And I'm someone who doesn't really go to the movies. I cannot sit still for more than 30 minutes, hardly. So I'm not going to voluntarily pay money to sit um, for 2 hours in a theater. So, but I have a feeling that I'm probably going to watch it like 4 times, maybe with different friends. But I'm really excited about it. I think that you should see it. And I think that even like talking about it with some friends, it just kind of stirred up some emotion. And I just felt like making a video about why I'm so excited, because it kind of goes back to being an Asian American. And I think that people have become a lot more accepting nowadays, and we've made a lot of progress, which is amazing. But growing up, it was really hard. And I think, like many Asian Americans, I went through some identity crisis, and I felt like I was in limbo because I wasn't fully American, even though I was born here, but I wasn't fully Chinese, I guess. So I guess like the mainland people, like people actually from China, they don't see me as Chinese. Like they see me as Chinese, but they don't like consider me Chinese. They consider me American. But then in America, people see me as Chinese. And so it's just kind of like, who's going to take me? I feel like an orphan. And I think a lot of people can sympathize with that because, I mean, unless maybe you're in a city with a lot of Asians, I had a really tough time growing up because I'm originally from New York City, and that is a huge city with tons of Asians. I mean, there's Chinatown. You can get by there and not speak a lick of English, and you would be okay. So I think coming from a city like that to Louisville, it was a rough transition. I didn't realize how the rest of the world was because I just thought, that was it. But I was young, and all I wanted to do was fit in, just like most kids. And I think that, I think at the time, maybe it did affect my confidence and it shaped me more than I should have. Like it really affected me. And going back to that identity crisis, I just wanted to fit in, but I knew that I would never look like everyone around me. And I think that it kind of led me to do things that I didn't really enjoy. And I even asked my parents not to speak Chinese to me in public, but I got over that really quick because mom doesn't really speak English that well. So, I mean, it's cool because now I can actually speak Cantonese and getting some Mandarin. So that's super exciting. But back then I didn't appreciate that. It was just like, we only eat Chinese food at home, like when I remember when my mom would make me homemade dumplings, and like people just go crazy for it now. But back then I would take it to school, and I remembered the kids would like complain about the smell, and I would be embarrassed and I would just shut in. I wouldn't eat it. I wanted peanut butter and jelly sandwiches because that's what all the other kids brought to school. And mom was like, why? I mean, looking back, it's dumb, but that's the kind of stuff I'm talking about. Like, I just wanted to look as much as I could like everyone and fit in. And I just felt like being Asian kind of held me back. And yeah, and I think that it affected like I said, my confidence growing up. But now I'm fully embraced and I accept it. And I think that it's great that we're making progress. Like, I think people look at us and they expect us to be all doctors and engineers and attorneys and whatever, own restaurants. And okay, maybe, some of that does apply, but it's not like a blanket statement. Like, and I think that this movie is just kind of bringing awareness to that. And yes, it's like, it's a fun movie, but it's still cool to see like my people on the big screen. So yeah, I think that's why it's really exciting for me personally, is to see that we're making progress even in Hollywood, and I want to support that. because we need representation too. And I think that there's a lot of Asian Americans who can sympathize or empathize with the way that I grew up and the way that I felt. So yeah, I'm proud to be Chinese American, and I think that everyone should go watch the movie. And I guess if you know of anyone who has a similar struggle or have been there, like, I get so excited. I want to meet them. And I just love the fellowship and the community that we have. And it's just like a thing. It's like you just know when you like see another Asian, like, I don't know. I just get excited. I can't speak for everyone else. But anyways, that's why I'm kind of excited to see the movie. I've rambled a little bit, but I just felt like I needed to say something because, yeah, I don't watch movies and I'm going to watch this one. So, yeah. So if you made it to this far, thanks for watching. Now you know a little bit more about me, and hit me up if you want to learn more about my culture or eat Asian food. Bye.